They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rainbow Warriors offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. Because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football. That is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle. It's Craven.
Oh, he's short. Okay. It's okay. We got Moss running the ball, right?
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's get a field goal, man.
And here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't
Field
have a
goal, beast
straight-on
marker.
shot
We gotta
here.
go
He'll
defense.
kick it from the left hash and
And we're
39 yards out.
Come on.
Tried to give it enough body
What's the
push,
drive?
but he
Yeah,
missed
shake
it.
it off.
And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Oh, it will through that.
Misses his man. The accuracy
It will through
just
the
not
field.
what
Come
it
on.
needed to be on that play.
Oh,
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And back to the air on 2nd down.
No. Yeah. He's short.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Give it a photo ball.
I
Doesn't want to run
early
it.
in the game,
Just for all
getting
day.
my quarterback in a rhythm.
That's on him.
Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Get that quarterback.
And the pressure was too much.
Get that first one.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Moss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Because he missed it. Yeah.
Running back searching for a hole. Maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's do this. Get creative.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up a first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Oh, okay. Listen, go. Good job.
Just run something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First
touchdown, baby.
Texas A&M. How about this back
Super
staying
good.
on track and getting it in on the option?
Moss.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it's a great read by the quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone.
Get him.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Let's go fall. They don't like to run the ball.
Send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw.
Ooh, could have got a pick.
And his throw is incomplete.
You ready to pick it off? Or is yours?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right down the middle.
Oh, nope.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field.
No.
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Moss. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. Inside the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He leaves it with his back. Can't get him to the ground.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Moss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete in the middle.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
Makes the catch. It's Sims. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's got the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Pulls it in. It's Sims. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lost to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. Complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And they're able to get him down.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good
rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they broke the lead.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy...
There he goes! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Aggies!
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
We are just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on its way to a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Sims. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down. 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Release to the back. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Lost a throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun. He'll get rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that was...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Daniels. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's a draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Puts it out of the air. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. throws the handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to...
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Okay.
The guy wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This offense has it with really good field position. Got room to work. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and...
Turning it on! He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line
the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him.
Sit down.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just